Greetings, Sophisticated Intuition here with your January general messages. This is going to be for the sign of Aries. Let's go ahead and get started. Angels, archangels, ancestors, ascended masters, and the Holy Spirit. This message is for Aries. What is it that they need to know for the month of January? Wow, all three of them at the same time. Wow, wow, wow. Okay. Thank you, Spirit. All right, Cancer is at the bottom of the deck. Okay. Cancer energy says here, this energy is emotional, sensitive, caring, and loving. It may concern family, a mother, or a child. Okay. So I do feel like Aries, you're going to have some focus on your family in the month of January. And your emotions, I feel like your emotions might be running a little high. You might be feeling a little sensitive. Okay. This month, Aries. Okay. Some of you, this may be a anniversary of the loss of a mother. So that may be having you feel a little, or your mother's birth date or something like that. So that may be making you feel a little sensitive. Others of you are really just connecting with your maternal side. Okay. So if you're an actual mother, you may just be feeling, you might actually be smothering your kids in the month of January, okay, Aries? Because you might just be like just lovey-dovey on them. I don't know why that is. That's the energy I'm picking up. I just feel like very nurtured, but trying to express it in the way, it's because it's Cancer energy. And so cancers can be a little bit, emotional, to say the least. And so it's like this it's just an emotional state. Okay. It's a lot of love is what I'm feeling coming out, but it's driven by emotions. Okay. Which love should be. So I don't know what Spirit's trying to tell me here, but we'll leave it right there. I'll see if anything else comes out, Aries. Okay. Let's see what else you got going on here. For the sign of Aries, what is it that they need to know for the month of January? Okay, that was me, but that's the hangman. We'll take that into consideration, but as my finger slipped. Okay, for the sign of Aries. Okay. Okay. Wow. The alignment is crazy. Okay. Okay. Justice. All right, so justice is coming in for you in the month of January. What is justice? Justice is the law of compensation, okay? Getting what you deserve, okay? A just and fair decision in your favor, okay? Whatever that might be. So I hope, Aries, that you've been putting out good karma, all right? Let's see. Let's clarify for the sign of Aries. What is it that they need to know for January? Please, for the sign of Aries. What is that peeking? The Four of Wands. Okay. Thank you. And okay. All right. Nine of Wands at the bottom. Okay. So all up in your subconscious energy here, you're emotional. Okay. I feel like you feel like something isn't fair, okay, with that justice. Now we have the Nine of Wands, who's my overcomer, right? The one who perseveres. But, sometimes the Nine of Wands comes off to me. Now, he's a very high vibrational energy, but sometimes the Nine of Wands comes off to me as a victim mindset, okay? Woe is me. I've been through so much, okay? They beat me with 9 wands, but I'm still here though. Okay. It gives me a little bit of victim mentality. You know what? Aries, this has been coming up for me. It's been a download and I want to speak on it either via vlog or I'm just going to, type it up in a book. I don't know exactly, but you'll probably be the first to hear it come from me and then it'll come out in in some of my other platforms. But some things that are victim mentality that we don't consider um, and don't even realize the blockage that it creates. the idea or the leaning on of single parenting. Okay, Aries? Yeah, I'm going there. And I can. I've been a single parent. Okay. If you would like to say, my adult children are now 23 going on 24. Oh my God. That's scary to say out loud. Anyways, for 24 years, I guess you would say, right? But the two of them are adults. They're in their 20s. And then I have one that decided to come way later in life. So he is 13 going on 14. So I was a single parent the entire time. The entire time. But like I've shared before, I've pretty much been single in terms of romance for what seems to be a lifetime. I've had about two actual boyfriends and then just some dating in between there. But I was a single parent. Even those boyfriends, well, one of them did contribute. We thought there was a future. But otherwise, they weren't father figures or playing a huge role in my children's life. I raised my children, provided for my children all on my own. Kudos to me. Okay. Amazing. Always was given major props for it. Now that I'm moving away from that. Yes, it's a reality that we, those of us who have to be single parents, is tough, right? It can be challenging. I don't really think that the financial part was as challenging as the mental, okay? And I'm pretty sure any single parent would agree. And as they get older into their teenage years, and single parenting is a challenge. However, I have seen people, and I am guilty of it in my earlier stages of parenting, of leaning on that identity as a crutch. Okay? Sorry, Aries, I don't want to preach to you. Trust me, I'm still working through it myself. I'm pretty much broken through that concept, that mindset, that lower vibrational portion of it. It is a great thing to say that you were capable of making it through the financial and mental challenges of raising children on a one family or one person income or whatever the case might be. But don't, it's free will, but don't use that so much. That's kind of what I'm getting with all of this subconscious energy. It's a beautiful energy. It's a beautiful message to let you know that you have overcome that. Okay. Now it's very specific. Some of you may not be dealing with single parenting, and again, move away from that because there are two parent homes and it's just as challenging. Okay. So this energy that I'm picking up, Aries, is about you feeling like you deserve something. You feel like you have done so much for your children, or you've done so much for the community, the collective, whatever the case might be, and you feel like you have right to something. That's the energy that I'm feeling at the subconscious level here. Okay. And I shared all of that to say, like, that is a victim mentality that creates blocks. So rise above it. Okay. All right. Mercury is here. Of course it is, because we have a retrograde coming. And I don't know if I mentioned it in your last video. I was off on the date. My book still isn't here, and I apologize for anyone else who ordered the Cosmic Calendar and Journey Journal in anticipation to have it sooner rather than later. I don't know if the staffing challenges that have been seen around the world are impacting it, or it was just the printing in general, because I ordered mine when I launched it. But it should be here this coming week. And so it entails or includes the planetary alignments and how they're going to influence us this year. but I don't have it in front of me. So last messages, I didn't have the correct date. I kept wanting to say the 29th of January, which actually the retrograde is going to move into Capricorn on the 25th of January. It will start off in the Aquarius sign, but it begins on January 13th into the 14th. Okay. I didn't look at the time stamp, so I'm guessing it's late night, early morning type of energy. Okay. But it looks like it's going to have an influence on you, Mercury, on you, Aries. Okay. And perhaps this is some of this, what you will work on during that time period, the 13th of January until February 3rd. Okay. Says at the bottom of the card how you think, communicate, write, talk, and travel. Okay. So I do feel like you're going to be changing your mindset. Okay. Now, this may bring up some triggers. Okay. Because the single parent mindset, I'm just using that as the example. It's the thing that I can resonate with, and it showed up here. Okay, so I know that I'm speaking to some Aries that this is going to resonate to, because it definitely showed up here with that Cancer energy. Man, some memories of some of the harder days are coming up right now, right? So that tells me, Aries, that you're going to have some triggers that you're going to have to push through. Okay, through the darkness is the light. Okay, or there's light at the end of the tunnel, however you want to see that. But there's also this generational mindset. It's not a curse, okay? But this generational mindset, for some of you, you have come from generations of single parents or impoverished impoverished homes or childhood, right? And then you're seeing the cycle repeat itself, wanting to move away from it, but not knowing how. Well, in the Mercury retrograde for you, Aries, I feel like you're going to find out, okay, how to shift that mindset. There's going to be a major change. All right. Then we have your ability to transform, take a big leap forward, and rebirth. Pluto. Okay, Pluto energy is here. This is transformational energy, it's death energy. Okay, some of you very well may be dealing with Scorpios, but I don't really feel like that's the message here. I feel more so that this is a huge changing time for you. You are changing your entire mindset. You're changing the type of energy that you're putting into others. I'm jumping ahead here, but let me move on so I can get down to that, because that message is really significant for you. Okay, Aries. You also have Taurus here. The energy around you shows the abundance of nature. It is rich, earthy, and productive, yet relaxed and slow. I do encourage you to get grounded. Okay, Aries, maybe go and spend some time in nature. I know we're in winter. It's cold out there in the woods right now, but grab up some wood. And for those areas where it's, burning is okay, light the fire and go sit out there. This is so cool. Okay, so I don't know if you can see it, but there are coins here on this rock. All right. For some of you who watched my New Year's ritual, what a blessing. For me this year, I filled a whole nother cup, like filled it to the brim. So I'm really excited about that. For those of you who did not watch it, you may actually want to do this practice in January. January itself, a lot of people feel like, oh, the first day, oh, the first week. But it's the entire month of January that's kind of dedicated to first fruits. So anytime in that time frame is a great time for you to do some of those New Year rituals that I mentioned in the video. And so it is on my channel, so you can go back and watch that if you have not. One of the practices was to wash the coins, right, and then give them as offering to the divine. So I'm going to go ahead and plug in the video and say, go watch that so that you can see what I was talking about, so I don't keep this message too long. But I do feel like some of you did do it. Okay. And so you're seeing an increase or a manifestation of the abundance like almost instantly. Okay, beautiful, beautiful. Yeah, okay. For some of you, this is very few, but for some of you Aries, you're actually purchasing land for your homestead in the month of January. Now, we do have a retrograde, okay? So, in the next couple of days would be good. Otherwise, you might want to postpone that purchase until February, just to be on the safe side, okay? Um, okay, all right. Look, King of Wands with the Nine of Pentacles here, okay? Now, some of you, I'm getting a very mundane message. I don't want to say mundane, but it's not necessarily spiritually connected in terms of romance, but it is a romantic message that's coming out that's saying that someone is coming for you. Specifically, what I'm getting here is that an Aries masculine energy is coming for an earth sign. Okay. So it doesn't matter if you're feminine, if you're, I'm not talking about your gender here. I'm talking about the spiritual energy of divine masculine, divine feminine. I feel like there is a divine masculine energy going towards a feminine energy earth. Okay. Um, they have planned this. Okay. Then on the other end of this is really about the Aries energy going after their money. Okay, seeking their financial independence. So it really is just tied into whatever's going on here. I want to say in the woods or the forest, but it doesn't have to be. Some of you are buying property on the ocean or whatever, if you have the means to do that. Okay, all right. Death, okay, and the Eight of Pentacles. So for some of you with this Pluto energy right above that, okay, that's doubling down the death energy. And I'm excited for you. For some of you, you're changing jobs. All right. That's a very simplistic message. You are changing your jobs. Okay. The job that you've been working, you are going to leave it. Again, try to hold off on any major decisions until February if you can't do it in the next few days. And I even caution you because we're already kind of spinning in that retrograde energy. But you are definitely, in addition to, for those who are going to be changing their workplace, you are definitely changing the energy that you are putting in or the effort that you're putting in to people, places, things. Okay. This is a huge shift. You are reorganizing, is what I heard. Okay. Where you put your energy. Beautiful. Beautiful. Okay. Then I have the Hermit and the Ten of Pentacles. For some of you, I heard very loudly Spirit said hiding money. Okay. For some of you, you are storing money for a rainy day. Okay. Aries. So I seen something on social media about a week ago. No, yeah, because it was right after the new year. At the Walmart, okay? I don't know where you are in the world, but most people know about what Walmart is. And I consider it to be Hades or the devil. I say that lovingly, Walmart. I go in there and you go in there for one thing, two things maybe, and you come out with so much stuff that you had no intention on buying. Anyways, the point of that is that Walmart apparently has, and it may be at other retailers as well. That was just where I seen the post was they have this emergency food kit now available. And yeah, I'm gonna go get some. They probably out of stock now, but I'm gonna go get some or order some. Why not? Um, but the reason why I'm even bringing that up is because I feel like with this Hermit energy and this Ten of Pentacles, Aries, that you are like working on securing, you see, because the Hermit goes within, right? He's kind of the ghost energy. That's kind of what I get from him. And then that Ten of Pentacles is stability and it's longevity. And I feel like, Aries, that you are somehow working on trying to secure stability. Okay, no matter how the world changes. So that's why I'm picking up this. I'm gonna go ahead and invest in some property, some land, and you're keeping this to yourself. This is good. You're keeping this to yourself. You're not sharing this with the world. But you got some major changes in the energy that you're putting out there, or that you're going to even allow to come into your personal space here. Okay, there was a mundane message over here about some you possibly the fire energy going after a earth energy, but secondary to that and more importantly is about going after this financial independence. Okay, and Mercury is saying write it down, make a plan. Okay, many of you might be communicating with the owner of the land, the bank, something like that. Okay. All right. I'm not going to stay too much longer because these are general messages. You know how to reach me if you need a personal. It's in the description. What am I doing? Love is Oracle. Okay. For the sign of Aries, please. Time. You are trying too hard. Give it time. You are trying too hard. Give it time. Wow. Okay. So, and then at the bottom of the deck, transformation. Your relationship with one another is about to deepen. Love conquers and transforms all things. Transformation is what's important here, because I didn't read the bottom of the deck for nobody else. So it's very important for you to know that you're going to be transforming. This is not that just, oh, I'm going to stop doing this or that. Or no, you're making real changes, Aries. You're making real changes. And I think you're doing the work here to get out of some of those victim mentalities, whatever yours might be. I use the example of single parenting, but whatever yours might be, whatever holds you down emotionally, you are kind of like breaking through that, and you have a very good focus here on what you want to put your energy into. Okay, Spirit does say to give it time. I'm hearing relax. Okay. Priestess energy for the sign of Aries. What is it that they need to know for the month of January? It's a lot. Okay, harvest. All right, that was too many. Just one, please. For the sign of Aries, what is it that they need to know for the month of January? Angels, archangels, thank you. Okay, touching earth. Let's see. Touching earth. Okay. Says they're planting something new. You see what I'm saying? And then time. Okay. All right, let's slow down. So that's both giving me Seven of Pentacles energy. All right. A big shift is coming here for you, Aries, but it's one of those like low-key types of shifts where you're going to go buy some land, some property, put some type of investment. Thank you, Spirit. You're investing in something that changes your life, changes the direction that you're headed into. And yes, that shift is here and is coming and is a right now, present moment type of energy. Once you put the energy into it or sign the contract or whatever the case might be, you need to give it time to manifest into what you want, what it's supposed to be. Okay, the intention that you have behind it. Thank you, Spirit. Okay, nurture it, tend to it. Okay, touching earth. It's time to consider the garden of your dreams and take action that will produce beautiful blossoms and a bountiful harvest. Is there a new project you have yet to begin? An image or an idea just forming in your mind? These seeds of inspiration are blessings from the universe, and you are the gardener being called to bring them to fruition. On a practical level, this card could indicate some new or increasing activity in the natural world. You may be creating an actual garden for yourself, a place where you can draw on the peaceful energy of the earth. You may even consider opening a flower shop or pursuing a career in a field related to agriculture, horticulture, or the like. You might also find yourself volunteering to clean up the environment, plant trees, or help our Mother Earth in some way. Always remember to plant the seeds of optimism, self love, and belief in every goal and every area of your life. For out of that energetic garden grows expanding joy. Absolutely. And that's why it needs time, because the you plant the tree, it's not going to be full grown in a day. It requires time. Okay. So whatever your garden is, and there definitely is here Aries an emphasis on the earth. Okay. Planting, or your gardening, sowing seed in some capacity. This is your seed time. Okay. I call this month first fruits. This is where we give, this is where you give your 10%. Okay, for the traditionalists out there, or for those who know about that, this is the month where you give your 10%. Okay, this is where you sow your seed. And I feel like for you, Aries, it's time for you to sow your seed because the ground is good. This is perfect timing for you to do whatever it is, all right, that you are trying to grow. Beautiful, beautiful. Okay, that is your message, love and light.